Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the time you're receiving this video or you're watching this video. Today we are seeing the measurement of letters in Diwani script. The measurement of letters in Diwani script to manage the good size. To get a good size while writing in calligraphy, you have to know the distance of a letter, the measurement. We are seeing the measurements of letters and the strokes we are talking about the Diwani script. So if we are to understand, letters in Arabic are measured by dots, the size of a dot. Okay, the size of a dot. That's how letters in calligraphy are measured. For instance, if we are to write our alif like this, so we'll have to measure it. Okay, if this is our alif, we will have to measure it, the distance from here, the distance from here to here, the distance from here to here, you see, from here to here, the distance from here to here, and these gaps all are measured in dots. If not dots, some they use circles, but those circles they present dots, because you'll find some writings where they show you that from here to here there will be 3 dots. Here there should be a small gap, here it's a dot, here it's a dot and a half. Like, it depends. The letter you're writing, the height, the width, the spread of the what? The spread of the letter, the size of a letter, it's always measured in dots. They say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the length, the spread or the width, or the inside, the circumference of some letters, the size of a letter is always measured with dots. So let's see some of the examples we are getting today. Because if you master the measurement, you will be knowing the size of a letter, how it's written, how tall it will be, and how short it might be. Let's start with alif. We're seeing the size of alif. Alif, I said in the previous dars, the strokes, the first stroke, the second stroke, and the third stroke. This is our alif, which sits on the line. Okay, so it comes like this: first stroke, stroke 1, stroke 2, then stroke 3. Hope you're together. Remember, the ending of stroke 2 and the beginning of stroke 3, between here, the size of here it's different from the size of here. Here it's small because the movement of the pen was moving. By the time it reaches here, it had to start moving. This side here it was moving to the right side, here it's extending to the left side. So if we are seeing the measurement, when you mind this gap here, it's always 1 dot. It shouldn't be a little bit bigger like this. No, it should be small, that can accommodate 1 dot, 1 point. Hope we are together. And from here to here, the same line, there should be 3 dots at least. And when we look at, I told you Diwani is always standing in the how should I say it, in the sloping. It's not straight like this, it's always on the sloping direction. This is alif, and from here to here they are 5 points. So it will depend on the size of the pen you are using. These are some of the examples. It goes back, so here it will be just one and a half point, or 1.5 dot. Let's see another version of alif. So it will be the same here, small, here one, here, then you see the gap here that it's left. When going up, the gap is left here. So in the middle there will just be 3 dots. The width from inside, there will be 3 dots. Remember here, when it's raised from the line, when it goes up, it should leave here a small gap, and here it should leave a small gap, mostly like for approximately one dot. Hope we are together on the size of letter alif. Let's see ba'u. This is our line, so it will be raised like this, then it will come and touch the line. After touching the line again, it goes up, then you use that upper point to come this side, and the dot will be here, and the size from here to here, it will be at least three dots, depending the size of the pen or the column you're using. Here it will be 2 dots. It shouldn't be a little bit long, but it depends which type, because there is another type of ba'u which is a little bit long. Yes, this is another type of ba'u, so it will differ in what? In the measurements. Hope you are together. This is how ba'u it's written and measured. I said you start from here, you come down, touch the line, you go up, use the sharp tip, then you go like that. That's how ba'u it's written in Diwani script. Let's go for another letter. We are going to Jim. Stroke 1, as how I told you, then stroke 2, stroke 1, stroke 2, then the third stroke comes down, then after it goes like this. 3. We are together. So this is either Jim or ha'u or ha'u. So you have to see the measurements here, just 2 dots. It should not be too wider, it just be two dots. Then here, always remember ha'u has a space here, like for half a dot. Here it's just 1.5. From here to here, it shouldn't be very long up. So you see here, there should be a gap. It shouldn't just go like this, no, it should come back behind, then moves like this. There should be a gap, and here there should be a gap. This is our ha'u or Jim. Let's see another example of ha'u. I said stroke 1, stroke 2, then you come behind, then you come down. So I said stroke 1, stroke 2, just 2 dots, then you come, then you come like this. When you're making, there should be a gap here and a gap here. Remember, this ha'u crosses from the distance of the first stroke joining to the second stroke, and the third stroke there should be a gap, a distance coming backwards. This is our ha'u or jim or ha'u. Let's see, we are seeing another version of ha'u, which is stroke 1, stroke 2, stroke 3, and stroke 4. So this one will not go down like that one. From 1 up to 3 they are the same, but the fourth, this one goes to your right, but the previous one, it goes down like this. So this is different from this one, but it's the same as in as ha'u and jim. And their measurements here, the gap between these two strokes, it's 1.5 roughly. I remember the gap is always here. Here it's always 2 dots. From here to here it should be 2.5. It shouldn't be too long. And remember, it should raise, not going like this. It should raise. So from here to here it's like one dot. And remember, it should be raised from the line, 2 dots or 1.5. Hope we are together. We are seeing the one script and some of the letters, how they are measured. This is ha'u and ha. So let's see dal. We are seeing dal, stroke 1, stroke 2, and this one. So from here to here, roughly 2 strokes. From here to here, 2 strokes. And remember, it's raised from the line to, and here it should be 2. That means from here to here it will be 4 strokes. Hope we are together. This is dal. Let's see ra'u and zai. I said ra'u, it started like this, then it becomes small, then it becomes big, and ends with the sharp point. This is either ra'u or zai. Remember, this one should be small. It should be raised from the line, and the distance here should be a little bit like 4 points. And from here to here should be 3. Then those are some of the measurements. Remember, don't bring it down. Don't write it like this, touching. No, it has to be risen from here. See, should be risen just like that. Then let's see sin, a little bit of its measurements. We have first stroke, then second stroke, then third stroke, then this. So this one should be half a point, this one should be 1 point. The second stroke, the second curve of sin is always bigger than the first. Okay, the size should be, this one should be smaller, this one should be a little bit of 1 point. So here there should be 2 points. Hope we are together. This is the sin, and here 2 points raised from the line to this side. And remember, always you find these gaps when you are carving a letter. That's sin. Let's see another version of sin that we never saw yesterday. it's this long scene. Hope you're together. It will be very long, coming from here up to here. Remember, the gap here should be 1.5 or 2. It should be a little bit curvy, like a valley, then rising up. So this is scene, another version of scene, but here the dots will be just be 2. See, gap. Here will be again 2, like the previous scene. I'm quite speedy. I don't want us to take much time because I still have a long way to go. I will have sword. I said sword, stroke 1, stroke 2, stroke 3, stroke 4, stroke 5. So I said this one will be a little bit flatting. See, it crosses. So from here to here, it's 2 dots. Then remember, there is a gap here from the line. Then from here to here, it's like 1 dot, 1.5. Then remember, from here to here, there are 2. Here there is a gap, and here you leave a gap when you're carving it just this way. That's our sword or bird, depending if it has a dot or it doesn't have a dot. We have ta, which will be like sword. Then we have so we'll see from here to here, it's 2 dots like sword. Remember, it's risen from the line. Here it's 1.5. From here to here, there are 3, the length. Then here it's just 1. Hope you are together. That's how ta'u is measured, and the gap is here always. Let's see ain. Stroke 1, stroke 2, stroke 3, stroke 4, stroke 5. This is how ain is written. Stroke 1, stroke 2, 2 dots, the head. Remember, you leave a gap here. Here it's just 1 dot. From here, this stroke 1 up to beginning of stroke 3, it's just 1 dot. Remember, it's written like ha'u, and you have to leave here gaps, and it's left from the what? It's behind from this curve, it goes behind. These are some of the measurements. And if you're writing on a line, ain crosses the line. From here to here, it should be like 3.5. Okay, when you're coming this side, 3.5, and from here to here, it should be like 3.5 or 3. And from here to here, it should be also 3 points. Okay, it should be like 3 points. So we are a little bit speedy, but we'll come to be seeing them when we are doing other examples. We are going to another version of aini. We saw even the version of ha'u and jim. So let's see another version of aini. 1, 2, 3. So here you'll see 4. Okay, here the measurement will be the same, and here 1, and here 1. Here you leave a gap, you see, and the gap here we said it's 1.5. From here to here, like 2 dots, you see, 2. So that's how ain is measured that the other version of her ain, how it's measured. Let's see fa. You're seeing the measurements of letters and strokes. Let's see fa. Fa, one, you slope, then fa. Remember, stroke one, just 1.5 or 2. Here it's 1. So 1, 1. Inside it will be 4. You have to mind the distance, because any mistake you do it small, it becomes qaf. If this one is 4 and here it will be like 1, don't attach it to this 1.5, 1 or 2. So this is the measurement of fa. Let's see the measurement of qaf. Qaf, it will be like fa but smaller. Qaf inside it was 3, fa inside it was 3, so qaf it's smaller, it will be this 2 or 1.5, 1, 1. Remember, it should leave a gap here from the line, and here there should be another gap. Then these are the 2 dots for qaf, which is a little bit different from fa. And the size of these 2 dots, it should be like 2 dots or 1.5, because they represent 2 dots together. Another version of qaf, it's the same as qaf. Come down, you have to mind the gap. By the time you pull it, it becomes fa. Then you come up, like writing fa, then you rise, then you write your dots. So remember, there is 1 dot or 1.5, 1, 2, it's written. These are 3 dots from inside. From here to here, from here to here, there are 3. There are 2, 1, 2. Then our 2 dots or 1.5. Hope you are together. This is another version of qaf. Let's see kaf. I said kaf is written like lam, but with this design. So it's the same like alif. So this one, the length from here to here, remember it has to be curving, so it will leave here a gap. It will be like 4 dots. This one will be like 3. 1, 2, 3. This one, they should not touch this one. It's 1.5 or 2. Then it should be like sword, the curve of sword, which will be like 3. Remember, it should leave these gaps when curving, when it's a little bit of a circle. Yeah, I'm sorry for some letters will not be seen while writing, because I'm writing, focusing on writing and holding the phone, because I don't have a stand yet. So let's see lam. This was kaf. Let's see lam, which will be exactly like kaf but with some changes. This is lam. So this one, it will be just 1 dot. This one inside, it will be 3, like the curve of qaf. From here to here, 2.5 or 2. This one, 3. Remember, the curve here should leave the gaps. This one, at this stroke 1, 2, the 3 here. From here to here it should be 2, and these are some of the measurements of lamp. Allahu Akbar. Let's see another example of mim. Let's see the example of mim. Mim, it will be first stroke, second stroke, then third stroke. The first stroke, let's say 1 dot. It cannot exceed that. So it will have to cross the line. Mim will cross the line. You will see from here to here 3 dots, 1, 2, 3 to the line, and from the line down also 3, just like a ain, and from here to here it will be 3 dots. Hope you are together. And from here to here it will be 2 or 2.5, but mostly 2. These are some of the measurements of letter nun when standing alone. Mim when standing alone. Let's see. Nun. Let's see. Nun will be written. Let's see. Stroke 1. Nun, we'll say. Stroke 1. Stroke 2. Stroke 3 with a dot. From here to here, 2. From here to here, it's just 1. Here, they are just 2. Just a little bit of circular, or this type of meme. The measurements are the same. Here 2, here 1, here 2, with a dot inside. Another version of nun, it's this one, then going up with this one. So the measurements are the same. 2, 1, 2. Remember the curves, they live here. So from here, because this one don't have this long tail, from here to here they are supposed to be 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. So this is how nun is written. When it's written like this, this is the dot of nun. You will not have nun inside here. You will not have a dot inside here. Let's go to ha. Stroke 1, stroke 2, stroke 3, stroke 4. Remember, there is a gap here, and the size of this is 1 dot. The size of this, it's 2 dots. The size from here to here, 2 dots, and here to here, 2 dots when it's standing alone. Remember the gap here from this to this, it's also 1 dot. We have this is the other version. From here to here, we'll have from here to here, it's written like this. Let me repeat it. It's written like 1, 2, 3. So from here to here, it's 1. From here to here, it's 1. This one, it's C, 1.5. From here to here, it's C, 2. Hope you are together. We see a little bit of the size. We have wow. Its head starts like that of fa'u, which will be 1 dot. From here to here, it's 2 dots. So will come like ra, the ending of ra, which will be from here to here, also 2 dots. But remember, it should have this gap, and from here to here, 3 dots, just like ra. Then we have, then this is our wow. Then we have our lam alif. the first stroke, then you will have to write, then we come for alif. From here to here it will be 2 strokes or 2.5. From here to here also 2. From here to here 1.5. Remember, you always leave the gap here, and from joining here and this it should be 1. We are together and it should be touching line, and it should leave a gap here when it's joining. Let's see one of the last letters on our measurements. We have ya. From here to here it's 1 dot. From here to here it's 1 dot. From here to here it's 2 dots. Remember, it should leave a gap here, and here it should leave a gap. The space inside is 1.5 or 2. And remember, from here to here it's 1. This one should not touch here. It either come this side or go up. This is our Yao, the first version, and another version it should be written like this, then here, then another version of Ya, same, 1.5, 1, 2, remember the gaps here, 1, 2, 1, then here it will be like 3 dots coming this side. This is another version of Ya. So inshallah we will see other versions of letter as in continuation to this. Let me just write them here. When you're writing Ba'u, we said Ba'u, it's like the how we saw. Then another version of Ba'u, it's just written like this. This is also Ba'u, another version of Ba'u, but for advanced level. Ta'u, it's written like this. This is another version of Ta'u. See the version of Ta'u, this one, the down one. Another version of Swad, of Dad. Dad. You don't put a dot here, the dot comes at the end. Another version of Fa'u, it will be like Qaf, but this one will be long, which is different from Qaf, which is here. But Fa'u, it will be long. Okay, it will not have a dot because a dot is written here already. So there is this Dal and Ha. Start Dal and Ha is written like this. Okay, this is Dal, this is Ha. How it comes back this side. You will be seeing it in some time. Another, it's Sin and Ra. You'll be seeing them. Sin and Ra. You may find some work when it's written. This is the Sin, this is the Ha. So let me finish up as we are finishing with Ta'u. Ta'u Alif. It's all joined, all together. It's circular, all joined together. Then we have Kaf Alif. Then it comes like this, Kaf Alif. Then we see Mim Mim, it's Mim. Then Mim, which looks like Ha, but it's not Ha. This is another version of Mim. When it's down, it looks like Ha'u, but it's not. It's not Ha'u. Then lam alif, it's written like lam, lam alif. Okay. We have dal ha. We'll have dal. Then ha will be connected to it, just like this. Dali and ha. We will have a stroke, like a stroke and lam. As I may say, lam is written like this, but not this version. Another version where I write the stroke, then lam is written like this. It crosses the line going down like ba'u, but this is lam. But if it's kaf, you will just put here a stroke and this symbol. Okay, so it will be kaf, but if it has no this, it becomes lam. These are some of the words or letters that they are there in Diwani, but sometimes they are not used. But unless someone is an advanced student or he's a professional and knows what they are doing. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.